Yes.
Just kidding.
Nah, it's good. I caught that. That's
Ruined
good.
forever.
Nah,
My
it's all
bad.
good.
Turn off the tape. Start it over.
Nah. Now we're good. Okay, so actually I do like that idea about leveling. Y'all technically have not leveled until we get the long rest, but just for the sake of making it easy, I went ahead and said, do the stuff, get it on your sheet. And I do agree with Nate, since y'all are especially new to each other and new to the system, it's actually a good idea to kind of talk about what y'all got from this. So, Al, since I'm going to try to go alphabetical just to make it easy.
Damn it.
Alphabetical.
You fool.
You fool.
Do you want to tell them what you got?
So I've got some level 2 spells now.
Mm-hmm.
I have a level 2 spell. A lot of my stuff can adjust to that, so I'll be doing a little more there. Shatter, this is everybody. My bardic inspiration is a little bit different.
Yeah, so I can help fill in because I know what everyone's can do. So he's Corbin went ahead and did Valor Bard. So now if he gives you a bardic inspiration on top of being able to add it to attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, you can choose to add it to your damage that you roll. So pretty good. Like if you're crit fishing and you get a crit, you can then add that to that as well. So you can double the inspiration die. And then also for him, it allows him to don medium armor and a shield, so he's going to be much more protected. And I also forgot with his bardic inspiration, if you do have it, you can also choose to use your reaction if something attacks you and roll it and increase your AC. So he's the only bard in the game that his inspiration die does more. That's not something.
I don't suppose that would go to the merit dice, would it?
In what way?
You could add your inspiration. Because it's like allowing you to add it to all these other different rolls.
No, yeah, it's ability checks. No, yeah, it wouldn't work with your Warlord.
Check.
Okay. All right. So
Well,
actually,
if someone had both, if someone had both,
Mhm.
and he used the merit dice
Mhm.
or the marked thing
Mhm.
from Diddley to get a hit, could he then spend the combat inspiration from Corbin on the damage after?
absolutely, yeah. It's as close to a free action that exists in this game. It's a no action required thing. You just choose to spend it as long as it's on you. To increase your AC is a reaction, just because it's like I guess it's just to keep the balance in check, right? Yeah. All right. So Davis, level 3 Warlord.
Yeah, my level 3 allows it, so I'll just read it out. So it says, when we reach their level, me and any allies that can see or hear me within 60 feet are able to take a short rest with only 10 minutes. And during this feature, that is a bonus equal to my charisma mod on perception checks. And then the resting creature that benefits from the rest can reduce their exhaustion by 1 stage, and each regain a number of spent hit dice equal to my charisma mod. So it's pretty sick. It allows you to recharge your hit dice on a short rest, and it's a really short rest.
What's your charisma die?
+3 right now.
Dude, all of our...
Yeah, literally all your right now.
Yeah. So yeah, and it synergizes with his heal because his heal forces you to spend hit die. So
right, exactly.
Okay.
Sorry if you hear siren in the background. You might just hear that.
It's our office. We can't do anything about it.
The Popo.
Like we're like 2 blocks.
Stop calling the police. I don't know what to tell you.
All right, Grant. What's happened with you?
Yes. Level 3, I get some level 2 spells,
Mhm.
and that's about it.
Yeah, and I think you always have a spiritual weapon and magic weapon prepared, right?
Yeah, those
Okay.
are my 2 always prepared.
Cool. Yeah. So we got to figure out. Oh, you got to think of what your spiritual weapon looks like.
Yeah, I'm wondering what your spiritual weapon is.
So we'll find out. Gustav.
So, level 3, I have to pick a archetype. I'm going with Battlemaster because it grants me combat maneuvers, which are like Special attacks usually have some sort of situational bonus on top of being a normal attack. The ones I decided to start with are tripping attack, which lets me knock an opponent down if they fail a strength check. Precision attack, which lets me add my combat superiority die to the 2-hit as opposed to damage, which is nice if we're fighting something with really high AC. And then the last is Riposte, which is good because it lets me turn my reaction into an attack if someone takes a swing at me. So it could, in theory, improve my damage output.
Oh, for sure.
Especially early on when we only have one attack per round.
Yeah, it gives you another use of your reaction, so it helps your action economy.
Yeah.
The other thing, too, which is pretty cool for the precision attack, for example, is since he's a great weapon master fighter as well, if he ever chooses to take the -5 to hit, it can almost supplement that as well.
Yeah.
To deal more damage. Cool. And I'm assuming you took Smith's tools or something like that just for...
Previously I'd taken leatherworking, but since my armor is not leather, I don't think that makes sense. So I'm taking Smith's tools as the narrative reasons for maintaining both my sword and my armor while on the road.
Dig it. All right. Nice. And who's next? Let's go to Marb.
Okay. Sweet. At level 3, I got an archetype 2. I went with a hunter. So at level 3, I get a hunter spell called Expeditious Retreat, which allows me to get a bonus action in turn until the spell ends. So you can take a dash action as a bonus action.
Nice.
And then I can choose my Hunter Spray, which I went with Colossal Slayer. So it says when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, a creature takes extra D8 damage. If it's below its maximum hit points, you can deal this extra damage only once per turn. And lastly, I got a Thrill of the Hunt. Once on each turn, you can add your wisdom modifier to an attack roll or damage roll. On an attack you make against one creature, you choose to use this feature before or after the roll, but before any effects of the roll are applied.
So for Marb, that's a
little
plus
more
3.
damage.
Yeah, a little more chance to hit, a little bit more damage, situational, and it also...
At the end.
And also, it kind of works with him, similar to Gustav with Great Weapon. Marb is a sharpshooter, so he can take a -5 to hit to do a +10 damage. So you guys can potentially start cranking out some big numbers. And then last but not least, it's your insane turtle friend, Roque.
Hello.
I'm here too.
I'm here too, yeah. I don't have anything exciting to report. I've got level 2 spells now, and I have Featherfall. So, if somebody wants to jump off a cliff, I might be able to save your life.
I might say, I'm going to save that.
That's pretty good.
To be fair, he's totally downplaying this.
I mean, that's. I got a few more hit points, but I think we all did that.
You got Portent, remember?
Portent.
Your diviner ability. So what he's able to do, because he's a diviner, he can roll... Sorry, my dad's dying in the room next to us.
That's not on my list. How come I don't see it on my list?
Go to actions and scroll all the way down to the bottom.
Okay? Someone dying?
I know CPR.
My dad's dying, yeah. Go to...
Go drink some water.
Yeah. Go to your actions and scroll all the way down to the bottom, and then you'll see your Portent. I'm going to go shut the door real quick.
Oh yeah, so I get this. I forgot about this. This is kind of the exciting part of the thing. So when I finish a long rest, I get to roll 2 d20s and save the numbers, and I can replace any attack roll, saving throw, or ability check made by myself or a creature that I see with these rolls. So I think I can replace your guys' dice too.
Yeah, you can replace their die, enemy dies. You can do a lot of things with it. It's quite literally you're forcing what you saw to happen.
So I highly recommend being nice to the turtle, because if one of the rolls is like a 2...
Oh, use it on me, please.
Whoa.
Okay, be extremely rude to the turtle. Got it.
Yeah, bring it on.
Yeah, so, feel free to jump off cliffs. I got you on that one. And, yeah, that's me.
Okay. So, what... All right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to stop this recording just so it's separate, so we can have it as a little, I'll label it as something and make sure that the recording came out well. And if it did, we'll start the next session in about a minute.
Sweet.
All right.